corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his...
There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Running into the open space. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Got room to work. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job.
Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short game by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. The pitch to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Robinson will throw. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. And the Wolverines are on the move. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
The Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Power football with the run. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Wolverines. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man in the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
A strike downfield. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll move the tight end. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you
breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. On first down, here comes this offense. Right back to the well. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. It's a seam walk, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Got him downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick completion to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Turns it on in midfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll send the back in motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. LSU right back to the line.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Robinson will throw. Rush is on him. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. the gun, running back gets to give. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll go with a direct snap. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Handoff to the lone back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Quarterback may change this route. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Michigan! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're
turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition.
He's going to throw deep right side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Touchdown, LSU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. It's a reverse. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Gives it on the option. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Robinson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touch. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the RPO, complete. Inside the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback with these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses